Hey, you guys, welcome to Splinterlands TV. It is I, the Psy, your friend, faithful and true. And here we are back with another episode. Hope you guys had yourself a pleasant week. You got some good wins in the wonderful world of Playtoria. Whether those wins are in a financial way or whether those wins are in a playing way. And we're going to do some standard battles again today, like always. And you can see that I've been having a pretty good time in a playing way. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in a row right now. And I'm sure that today we will see that streak broken. But hey, for the time being, there we are. We're doing good. People's Guild, nice seeing in the stream, my man. How's it going, buddy? All right. So I think that what we're gonna do is we're gonna start things off with a little bit of SOULKEEP, kind of like we did last week. We'll get some SOULKEEP action in. I think that what I'm gonna do this time is I'm gonna kind of try and go a little crazy here. I'm gonna try and beat all of World 2 with SOULKEEP. I mean, I feel like I could have done it a while ago. I feel like my SOULKEEP skills are, you know, they're good enough, but I can work my way through. And we're going to try that today with a little bit of SOULKEEP action here. Let's see how I can make the volume turn on a little bit for desktop audio. I'll turn down my music because the SOULKEEP music's kind of cool. All right. Hopefully that's not too loud for you guys. And it's working. Just dropped some alpha on the new promos. Ooh, you'll have to tell me all about that, People's Guild. RE just dropped some RE. Who would RE be? Huh. Not exactly sure who RE would be. Let me turn that down a little. There we go. All right. I think Royal Eagle. Oh, man. All right. I'm going to check that out right after this. If you drop me a link to where it is it just in Discord? If it's in Discord, we'll do it. And we'll see what's going on. I want to know about the new promos. Post coming soon with details. My favorite of the 3 new abilities for the promo cards is the ability Light Cleanse that doesn't cleanse the tank. Oh, so it's going to be like a triage cleanse. Interesting. All right. Well, we'll look into that in a little bit. But I do want to start things up with some SOULKEEP. And I want to see if I can get through the League 2 final battle, which is where we're at right now. Oh, okay. So I can't do it. So, what do I have to do again? I have to press battle. Next league ready. Okay, so League 2. What even happened? I never even beat League 1. Not sure what's going on here. The game froze on me. I was on round like 7 of 7 or something like that. The game froze. Does that mean that I literally beat the world and I didn't even know? Okay, that's a little bit shocking to know that I beat League 2 and didn't even know I beat League 2 because the game froze and just kind of continued. So, alright, well that being said, let's go into the tournaments, I guess. I've got no idea what I'm doing in this particular tournament. It's a League 2 tournament. And let's get to it. Let's check it out. Tournament, the Magic deck. Alright. First, let's take a look at what guys we got. The Mantis, the Blood Queens, Cauldron Dwellers, Broodlings, and the Flying Devourers. Okay, so we just have to remember about the Flying Devourers, that we can't just go and do it a totally non-flying way. Oh, this looks easy. There's only 1 point of access here for everything. So I can probably drop a nice quad killer somewhere on the map, like maybe right here in the middle, and see how much we can capture. Alright, cool. So we know what we got here. Let's see the battle rules. Physical resistance goes up. And the spawning will occur at a faster rate. Whoa, okay. Alright, so let's start things off with Quad Killer. I still like Quad Killer, but I'm going to go with Shock Therapy this time as well. It was recommended to me to do a Shock Therapy, so we're going to do that. I'm also going to go with a Gloom Owl, and I need something that can slow things down. So the Shock Therapy is going to be like my crowd control. The Gloom Owl is going to be my individual attacks. The Quad Killer is the all-around everything. And what do we want as our 4th thing? I think that we need just something that we can just pop down a lot on. So let's look. Maybe the Slime Lord. Maybe the Slime Lord. It's either going to be the Slime Lord or it's going to be the Tarantula Loom. I'm going to go with the Slime Lord here. Let's go with the Slimy. Alright, that looks pretty good. We got some... We don't have tons of ways to do damage aside from the Gloom Owl. So you know what? Maybe not the Slime Lord. Let's go with Card Sharp. That way we've got lots of things we can put down. Look, we can have 10, 13. We can have 14 towers on the board. I think that's a good way. Card Sharp and Gloom Owl kind of do the same thing. But I feel like the two of them together will just fill up board because we can drop 5 and 5, right? Okay, and as far as spells go, since we're doing a tournament, you have to play with Heart Giver. There is no choice. You need Heart Giver. I'd say you probably want to play Cheapo. I love Mana Mania. And the last one, I've always just been tending to go with Stew of Doom. It's just so quick and easy to use Stew of Doom. You got lots of charges with it. Yeah, so Stew of Doom's my way to go there. All right, let's do a battle. Let's see how this works out. So I'm kind of really want to try and use the shock therapy and kind of try and cheapo it. All right. So they're all coming through there. Let's just see what the range of this shock therapy. Shock therapy has good range. Look at that. All right. So do I want to put the quad killer there though? Maybe I want to put the quad killer here and shock therapy here. Yeah, let's do that. So shock therapy is 180. We got 260. If I were to use cheapo, 117, I can get that and quad killer, I think. Well, one way or another, we're going to put out the shock therapy. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. That's shock therapy's inactive area is the middle part. Oh, that's its inactive area, if I remember correctly. So this gets everything there. You know what? I think I'm still going to go with, just based on what I have available to me, I think I still need to go shock therapy there. And I messed up. I can't quad killer, but I can double owl. I can double owl. So you know what we'll do is we'll just put some owls here at the... Actually, I can do 60 plus 70. I can do one owl and one card sharp. I think I'll put an owl over here. Yeah, let's put an owl here and a card sharp here as part of the defense team. There we go. Oh, I forgot to use Heart Giver. No. Stew of Doom in case they get by. The fact that I didn't use Heart Giver means I'm probably not going to do well in the tournament. That's one of those things that you have to do right away. Ooh, I kind of like the shock therapy. I think this is my second time using it, and it was suggested in other of my videos that I give it a try. So far, it's doing a lot of good damage. I know it doesn't hit close range targets, but I mean, as long as they hit the outside, you can tell he's got good range. As long as they go to the outside of this path, I feel like the shock therapy will still just keep shooting. Well, it did all the work. It did all the work. I can't get a quad killer in yet, unfortunately. They're all going around. I think all I'm going to do is I'm going to just drop a second card sharp and use Heart Giver. That's it. That's all I can do there. But I think that I'm fine with that. Hopefully that will give me enough to drop the quad killer right here where I want to for next turn. So let's do it. And these card sharps are really good. They do a lot of damage, 189, and it's magic damage. And don't forget, they're gonna start building up resistance to physical, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's one of the things about this one was it said resistance to physical builds every turn. These guys have magic damage, so having them both like protecting the portal, I think is a good idea. And so far, yeah, I'm impressed with the shock therapy. I'm impressed with the shock therapy. Look at that, it's just taking them out. I don't have to do anything else. They're not even going to make it up to my magicians. So there we go. So we've got quad killer ready. I'd love to be able to quad kill and then also increase quad killer's range. And for that, I need to get to 250, I think. I don't think there's enough to get to 250. Or I need 50 plus the quad killer, whatever that is. All right, let's see. So I can drop quad killer for 150. I can do it. So for 150, and I think that its increased range is 50. See, the quad killer here would be more advantageous, but I think overall it's better to drop the quad killer here and then upgrade its range. Confirmed. So now Quaddy can get those guys on the way in at least. You can see that his range is all the way just until the end. So he's going to be shooting 4 rockets at a time. You have to get quad killer out at one point in time. And I think that now is just basically when it's going to have to happen. I'm going to drop the Mana Mania now. And I'm going to put it right here, right at the edge of... Oh, I hate when it does that. Hopefully it'll activate. Right at the edge of where Quad Killer's circle is. Because I think that once it starts making its way into Quad Killer's range, that's when like everything is just going to kind of fizzle and die. Let's see, shock therapy still got some decent range, and we'll get them all the way up until the poison. And look at these guys go. My daughter, she loves when they go whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. She's always watching that part. Oh, there we go. So I did activate Mana Mania. Thankfully, Mana Mania got activated. There we go. And so Quad Killer is getting in and doing his thing. Like, anyone who gets in Quad Killer range just basically pays the price. Oh, don't run out of Mana Mania. Come on, guys. I don't think they're even going to make it in. Like, this thing has just great range, the shock therapy. Wave defeated, so it's 2 epics. Alright. I got 199. Where are they coming from? We got 1 coming from the right, 1 coming from the left, 2 coming from the left. Oh, man. I feel like I need... Alright, what about the shock therapy? You know what? Look at how beautiful that shock therapy is if I put it there. This will use up pretty much everything that I have. But I've got 2... I've only got 1 coming from the right, and I've got 2 coming from the left that will kind of get into the shock therapy range. So everything over here is going to get shock therapied. I'm going to put a new Stew of Doom at the very end. It'll put a new Mana Mania. Where do I want the Mana Mania this time? I think I do still want the Mana Mania. You know what? I'll put it right in the middle. There we go. And let's do it. Let's see how we do. Man, not using that Hearthgiver round 1 could have been the major misplay right there. Well, they're in the Mana Mania. It's working. Oh yeah, getting lots of extra mana from those guys. Ooh, there we go. All right. Keep going. Wow. I gotta admit, I'm really impressed with shock therapy. I did not think it would be that good. I know I have to increase quad killer damage though. There's no chance without increasing 160, 40, and that leaves me with an extra Gloom Owl. So I mean, let's do this. Confirm, and let's get another Gloom Owl out. And I mean, this guy's gonna just be shock therapying everyone. I'm gonna shore up a little of the old Gloom Owl. I think I want another shock therapy here. So I'm actually going to put the Gloom Owl. Where do I get good coverage? I get good coverage right here with the Gloom Owl. So I'm gonna gloom it up right here. And that's pretty much all of it. I'll put 1 more Mana Mania down right where it was doing some good work. Boom, right. Ah, it's too low. And let's press start. I didn't manage to get off another poison. I don't think I needed the poison in the end, even though they were walking there. Come on, guys. Get them. Get them. Nice. Oh, yeah, these guys are good. These shock therapies, they are good. Huge damage. And the fact you get 3 of them, that's pretty impressive, too. A lot of them, like the quad kill, you get 1. The fact that I can lay out 3 of these, got him. The fact that I can lay out 3 of those shock therapies is pretty sweet. Like I'm definitely laying the last one over here, I think. And I'm just gonna be like, shock therapy city. So there's 2 that hit them that way, and there's gonna be 2 that are gonna hit them this way too. I'm laying out the shock therapies. I don't care. This card is so good now. I'm in love with shock therapy. I'll be honest. All right. And we'll put out another card sharp over here. Ooh. Yep, I can do 1 more card sharp, 1 more Gloom Owl. So 1 more card sharp. And where does a Gloom Owl cover? A Gloom Owl is good coverage over here. I almost want to save that spot for another card sharp, though, I'll be honest. I almost want to save that spot for another card sharp. Because card sharp does more damage, right? So why would I waste the best position on a non-card sharp? So yeah, I'm just going to put out an owl. There we go. Now, there was someone who was asking me some questions on one of my videos. They're like, why don't you ever upgrade? It's not that I don't like to upgrade as much as maybe some other people do, but I always like looking at it. There's a magic term. You can go wide, and you can just fill your board with lots of little guys, or you can go deep, and you can have like a fully upgraded quad killer, and that's like your whole board basically, right? And I like to go wide whenever I can, because then that gives me lots of options. Like, I don't want to be too deep on one side of the board, and then they start coming in off the other side of the board, and I'm like, geez, I invested too many of my resources on the wrong side of the board. When you can spread it out, go kind of wide, and then now I can pick and choose who I want to upgrade, in... Oh, I guess it is wave 6. So, I mean, it's now or never, I guess, right? But, I mean, if there were like 8 waves, that's still what I'd be looking at, right? Is not putting too much pressure on one side of the board and allowing the other side of the board to fall apart, because all you need is like one wave of big guys that you don't have enough damage, and they'll just all walk on through, right? They'll just walk on through. All right, well, let's see if I was able to beat wave 6 of 6 here. Got to drink my coffee black because I ran out of milk. All right, so where's the bad guys? Where are they? Are they coming or aren't they coming? I was having such a good run. I hope that it doesn't bug out on me. The Fizz! How's it going, buddy? Nice seeing the stream. I think that what was said is that you just reload and it will pick up where you left off, is what I believe was said. So let's see if that's the case here. And if I just needed to do a quick reload. Start. Play. It logged me out completely. So maybe that was part of it. Maybe he's pushing an update right now or something. And I know that when they push an update, it totally kills your whole round. So in fact, I got logged out there. It doesn't bode well. Okay, here we go. Good. So it is still there. And I've used all my stuff. I'm at 2. And look, 52 seconds left on the board. Let's press start. There we go, and now it's running. So there you go, guys. So sometimes, I mean, that's happened to me a few times, and you just kind of reload, and it will let you back in at exactly the spot where you finished. So here's where these shock therapies are coming in useful. Look at those shock therapies. I do love me some shock therapy. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. It's the little bugs. No, not the little bugs. 13, 12, 9, 7 left. I've got 7 left before I'm dead. Am I going to survive it or not? Am I moving to the bonus world or is it all over for me? I'm moving to the bonus world, guys. Continue. Super exciting. All right. So let's see what we're looking at too. Sharp defense. Oh, it's this board that has the 2 exits. Okay, so there's the 2 exits here. Good position for quad killer. Might be up at the top there. Might be up at the top. Just above that weird skeleton-looking Reaper guy. Let's close that up. Let's see what the things are. Spawning occurs faster. Quicker spawn. And physical resistance goes up. Okay. So, I mean, if physical resistance goes up, then I'm going to want... And you have access to only 4 again. So, I'm going to want the card sharp. I am impressed with the way that the shock therapy worked. I did like that. Oh, and I never upgraded it. Okay. I still... Alright, quad killer for sure. You know what? I'm gonna go with... Let me see this one again. Let me see what world it is again. I've got card sharp. I've got quad killer. Let's go with the shock therapy. Let's do it. Let's use the shock therapy again. We'll call this one... Testing shock therapy day. And we got one more. So we got the card sharp quad killers. We got no slowdown right now. I feel like we should use the tarantula loom in this one. But then we've only got card sharps and the tarantula loom. It's a tough call. It's got the physical damage. What kind of damage are you? Physical damage. What kind of damage are you, Voodoo Sapper? You are physical damage. So everyone's Twisted Tempest. You are magic damage. You know what? I've used Twisted Tempest before as well. I just start to end up like, I think I'm gonna get locked out and end up having not, like, everything's too expensive. Tough call between going with the Tarantula Loom or going with Gloom Owl. The only reason I... Let's see the guys. Who's coming at me? Slaying Mantis, Terramites, Woundlings. Ugh. I know they're going to spawn into those guys. I better go with the... See the damage of Gloom Owl. 195. 151. Fire Interval 3. Fire Interval 1. Ugh. This is a really close call. This is going to decide whether or not I'm able to beat it or not. I think I need some kind of crowd control, so I'm going to take the Tarantula Loom. All right, then since we're in a tournament, again, we need Heartgiver. We're going with Cheapo. I want Manamania, and I just go with Stew of Doom. It's just my personal favorite. Pop one into the front. You're good to go. All right. Pardon me. Alrighty. Devlar, how's it going? CS Cable. Nice to see you in the stream. Starting it off with a little SOULKEEP. Alright, so I want this Shock Therapy first again. I think that I really want to give Shock Therapy a good testing. This looks like such a good spot for it. Here or here. Right? So both of these spots just look so good for Shock Therapy. I think that this will give it more immediate coverage though. Right? Versus that one. Because you don't... If I put it to the right, I don't get that little path a little bit. I want the path. So I'm going to put that in. I've got 98. So that's enough for either a Card Sharp or a Tarantula Loom. I'm going to have to do a... Ugh. Like, I want to loom it up on their way in here, but I don't see any way other than putting a Tarantula Loom here, and that's a total waste, I think. I think I messed up. Oof. I should have gone and put a Quad Killer here, and I could have gotten both guys. I messed up big time. Darn it. I think that I might lose, like, round one. I can put a Card Sharp and just hope for the best. And just put a Card Sharp here. That just seems like such a waste, though, doesn't it? It's just what I gotta do. If I don't drop a Card Sharp here, I think that I can just lose, period. It's a little bit of flying defense. Maybe I'll feel good about it after I drop it. Alright, let's do it. Let's drop it. Hearthgiver, round one. And Stew of Doom. One. We got one from the top, one from the bottom. Let's go up top. Let's put it up top. There we go. Alright. Let's go for it. I think I messed up. I should have definitely gone Quad Killer. Quad Killer is what I know. So if this Shock Therapy doesn't perform as well as Quad Killer, I think I'm done, son. I think I'm done. Alright, it's doing okay, but it's only shooting to one, so it doesn't chain. Look at how many I'm doing. Oh! Oh, see, that's why I love the poison. I love the poison. Alright, so I'm almost dead here. I did mess up big. I messed up big, guys. I messed up big time. And now all I've got is one Tarantula Loom I can drop. And I've got two going up at the top. Alright, so all I can do is drop a Tarantula Loom here and just hope for the best. That's it. And I'll put a Stew of Doom at the bottom this time. And hope I can stew some people. There we go. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. I messed up. Should have been a Quad Killer. Quad Killer's old, reliable, basically. Oh my god. Yeah, like, how am I supposed to get through that? Like, I'm done right now. 3, 2, 1, 0. Wow. Well, there you go. And no reward. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, I messed up. I relied a little too heavily on Shock Therapy after how well it performed in the first game, which I think was fine. Like, it's really good, but it's not Quad Killer. Alright, it's not Quad Killer. So, that's kind of what I learned from this. I think that if I were to upgrade it, that it would end up being a lot better, because it would do that chaining, right? And it would actually do the direct damage, the crowd control damage, which is kind of what I thought that it did initially. But apparently from reading its description there, it seemed to say that when you upgrade it, that's when it starts to deal damage to other things. So I think I messed up and didn't play it quite right. I also think it probably wasn't the right play right off the bat using Cheapo. Messed up, pay the price. If I were to play again, I would learn my lesson, but I think that's it for SOULKEEP for today. So, hope you guys enjoyed the SOULKEEP portion of the stream today. Stick with me. We'll be back for more. Let's just see where I ended up here. Score. Silence. Wow, somehow I'm still in 18th with only one attempt. So, if I wouldn't have messed that up, and if I would have had a hero, maybe we'd be doing better. Alright guys, well that's the SOULKEEP content for this one, and I will talk to you guys soon. I'll be back with some Splinterlands. Take care my friends, see you soon. Peace!